guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allison, and in today's video I'm basically going to show you guys what's on my iPhone. I currently have the iPhone 11 in the color purple, and it is by far one of my favorite phones that I've ever owned ever in life. When I got this phone, my intention with this phone wasn't to really transfer everything from my old phone, which was the iPhone 8 Plus, over to this new phone because I really just wanted to start fresh. I wanted to download apps that I knew that I was going to use. So if you guys are interested in seeing more, keep watching. Hi, how are you? Welcome to my desk. I'm just gonna go straight into what's on my iPhone. I'm going to have a screen recording of what's on my iPhone right on the screen so you guys can easily follow along. Alright, so on my lock screen, I have a quote that says, "Remember when you once dreamed about where you are now?" And it really helps me to really stay motivated and to remember that not to look for those super big wins that might not be as achievable right now, but just look for those small wins that you have at the moment. And it just really helps me to continue pushing to achieve those goals that I have set for myself without getting frustrated and discouraged. So we're gonna get into the first part of my phone, which starts with all the mundane apps that we all use. So I'm really not gonna get too much into that and bore you guys to death, but I will talk about this side, which is obviously gonna have more of the apps that I like to use. So let's start with the travel folder. In the travel folder, I have Transit, Uber, Google Maps, and Yahoo Weather. If you don't know what the app Transit is, it's basically an app that shows you where the trains are, how far they are, along with bus routes and stuff like that. So I really like to use that app when I'm going to work, just so I'm not running late, obviously. Uber is what I use when I am running late to work. You know, it's a really quick cab service. You guys know the drill. Google Maps, so I don't get lost. Yahoo Weather has come in clutch for me so many different times you don't understand. For some reason, I don't understand why the weather app that comes with my phone doesn't work sometimes. So Yahoo Weather really comes in clutch when I need to see what the weather is right at that moment. In the music folder, I have Apple Music, which I don't like to use anymore. I use Spotify, which is next. Which one do you guys like more, Apple Music or Spotify? For me, I love Spotify. It's my favorite app. It's more superior than Apple Music any day. I also have SoundCloud, which I like to use on occasion. Shazam, I use Shazam when I hear music playing and I want to figure out what the song is. You guys know the drill with that. Pandora, I don't use that often, but when I do use it, I just have it playing on my Google Home just throughout my room just to have a little bit of background music going on. And I also have Spotify Artists. I don't really use that one often. I was planning on putting some music out on my Spotify, but I haven't really gotten around to it yet. I really want to perfect everything before I decide to release any type of music. If you do want to hear some tracks that I do have, it is going to be on my SoundCloud, linked in the description box below. Now we're going to go into my peace folder. Here I have the moon phase where I can see when the full moon and the new moon is arriving. That's when I like to really go deep in like prayer and spirituality and stuff like that. I also have Blink Fitness. Obviously the gyms are still closed, but with this app it allows you to see everything that hold on. You can basically get a whole bunch of different fitness tips. I don't use it very often, but it's a really great tool to have. So I have so much access to all these different types of workouts that I want to do. I also have the Bible. I use this app obviously as a Bible, and it also has like a daily verse that pops up on your phone, which just gives you a little bit of motivation throughout the day. I also have the yoga app. My older sister put me onto this app. It's free on the App Store, and it just has like a bunch of quick workouts and yoga stretches that really help you to be in tune with your body. None of these exercises are any longer than 15 minutes, so if you're really like crunched down on time, I suggest that app to use. Now I have my games folder because obviously I'm a child and I play a bunch of games on my phone. So I have Geometry Dash. This is one of my favorite games. It just gives me something to do with my hands, along with Flow Free, which I like to use as like a puzzle game to really try and stimulate my brain and solve puzzles. I'm such a perfectionist, so I have to get everything perfect. The stars basically mean that you completed it the first time perfectly. So yeah, as you can see, I have a lot of those because I have to like get it perfect the first time. I also have Lingo Deer. I'm not using this app as much anymore, but it's a really great app to use if you're trying to learn different languages. It's really beginner friendly. So if you're just trying to get started on learning a language, I suggest getting Lingo Deer over Duolingo. I have another folder that's called Distractions, where I have Netflix, YouTube, Tubi, and Hulu. For Netflix, this is like a family thing, so we have it separated in like our different names, so we just click on the ones that we use. And I just have a whole bunch of different shows that I'm watching at the moment. Right now I'm really watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you watch my last video, you know I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. Why are they so rude? Like every single time I film a video, they're always like going somewhere. I cannot. I'm watching Avatar: The Last Airbender at the moment. I'm also rewatching Big Mouth, Kill La Kill. I also watched The Matrix, one of my favorite movies up to date. These are just the different shows that I like to watch. If you guys want to watch it, just let me know what you think of them. Obviously, y'all know what YouTube's about. My video pops up because that's a video that's coming out soon. But if you haven't already, you need to subscribe to my channel. Like right now, you need to click that subscribe button. I post every single Saturday at 2 p.m. and sometimes Wednesdays at the same time. Obviously, I have a few different subscriptions. I don't watch all of them. Tubi is an app that's free where you can... extra. Tubi is basically an app that I like to use. It's kind of like Netflix. It has a lot of shows that Netflix doesn't have. So if you don't want to pay for Netflix or Hulu, I suggest downloading this app. It has a lot of shows that everybody watches. It's not just indie shows. It has very popular shows. Obviously, I also have Hulu. Since I have Spotify, Hulu I believe is like half off, or it's like, I don't even know. But all I know is that I have Hulu. These are just the different shows that I like to watch. Well, my sister was watching Every Which Way the other day. But I watch a lot of anime because it has a wide variety of anime shows that Netflix didn't have before. That's why I got Hulu. Now I have my productivity folder where I have Depop. I sell a lot of things on my Depop shop. And if you guys want to shop my closet, it's at allisonnicoleyt. I have a whole bunch of things that I'm selling that I don't wear anymore. And I'm gonna look and see if I need to add some more stuff. And it's 20% off permanently. So if you're not shopping from my Depop shop, what are you doing? Like, you need to get on it. But I also have Gmail, which is obviously full of so many emails because I get so much spam emails. Also, I have YouTube Studio. As a creator on YouTube, it is imperative that you have YouTube Studio. It just shows like all your analytics, just different things that you can really check on, and makes it easier for you to reply to comments and heart people's comments and that kind of thing. I also have Brooklyn College Navigator. I'm not in school right now, but when I do go back to school, this is the app that I use just to have my ID on it, so when I go to school I just show it to them and then I'm able to enter the building. I also have OneNote and Sheets. I'm not using any of those right now because obviously I'm not in school. I also have Drive, which I'm not using at the moment. I also have Files and GoodNotes. GoodNotes was probably the best investment I've ever, invested in ever, like with any like apps and stuff, because I really enjoy doing to-do lists on GoodNotes rather than having a traditional planner. It makes it easier for me to actually keep track of my days, and it makes it more fun in a way. I don't even know if that makes any sense, but I love using GoodNotes. Since I've gotten the iPad Pro, it just makes it so much easier for me to just keep track of all of my days and really have different to-do lists, and I actually can go into it and not have to worry about carrying my planner around, because it's much easier to just carry your iPad around because your iPad has so much other things that you can do on it, obviously. I also have Blackboard, which is what I was using when I was in school, just to keep track of different assignments, just different things like that. And I also have Poshmark. I downloaded Poshmark because I was struggling with selling clothes on my Depop, so I wanted to try Poshmark. But Poshmark, I don't really resonate with it, so I'm probably gonna delete that app. So let me just delete that right now. Now we can get into my socials folder. Right now I have Facebook. I am rarely on Facebook. Facebook is so freaking toxic. I have to stay away from it. I cannot do Facebook like that. The only reason why I have it is because my friends like to send things to me and I like to react to them. But other than that, I am never on Facebook. If you do want to keep up with me, I suggest that you follow me on my Instagram. I am way more active on that platform than on Facebook by far. I also have Pinterest. On this Pinterest, I have a whole bunch of different style inspirations, Instagram poses, just a bunch of different things that I like to follow. I also have another Pinterest that's more for productivity and for self-care and for self-help and stuff like that. I don't like to keep those things together all the time because I don't know, it's just the way my brain works. I jump too much all over the place and I like to keep things separate. I also have WhatsApp. If you're Caribbean, you know WhatsApp. You gotta have WhatsApp on your phone. All your relatives like to talk to you on WhatsApp. I also have Snapchat. that I almost never use at all. This is just a bunch of locals that I have on Snapchat, but I don't use it, so that's whatever. I also have a Twitter account at allisonnicoleyt. I haven't been really consistent with Twitter. This kind of platform hasn't really been one that's resonated with me, but I do have it if you want to follow me on it. It's still at allisonnicoleyt. All my social medias are at allisonnicoleyt at this moment, so yeah, if you want to follow me on that, you can. I also have LinkedIn. LinkedIn is more of my professional profile. I'm still working on trying to, I guess, curate it the way I can like really use it. I really want to change my profile, so I'm probably gonna do that after this video. But yeah, I have a few connections. I'm really working with that. I also have Messenger for Facebook. I don't know why I have this. I don't talk to anybody on it. And I also have Instagram. Instagram is my favorite app by far. I try to follow a bunch of different people that I kind of like connect with, just accounts that motivate me to continue like doing what I do. So as you can see, I have a lot of Black creatives, a whole bunch of different people that I just love to follow. So if you want to check out my Instagram, it's at allisonnicoleyt. Right now I have 658 followers, which sounds so lame, but I'm trying to hit 1,000. So if you want to follow me, it's right there, period. In this folder I have a lot of personal stuff, so Capital One, I have that as my credit card, so I pay my bill every 16th of the month. I also have Cash App. I also have MetaTrader 4 when I want to do some occasional day trading. I also have that. I also have PayPal. I have PayPal because it's where I get the money from Depop, so anytime someone buys something, all that stuff gets sent to my PayPal. I have no problem showing this because there's no personal information here, but that's my PayPal. My Chase account, obviously not going to show that. And I also have Digit. Digit is one of my favorite apps by far. If you want to save money and just have it like take it out for you where you don't even have to see it, I completely recommend this app. Like, look, my emergency fund, my goal was to get to $1,000 for my emergency fund, and I've already reached that goal. And I have my rainy day fund that's still building because I set it so that it takes out a couple of cents to a couple of dollars every single day. So if you are trying to save some money, I'd suggest to freaking get this app because yeah, it just works really well. I'm gonna have it linked down in the description box below. If you click it, you get $5 and I get $5. It's just a little commission thing. I'm not sponsored by them, but if you do decide to click it, you will get $5 if you join and on your first autosave. I also have my Boost. This is obviously where I can see my phone bill and stuff like that. Now I also have my unused folder where I have a bunch of different apps that I just don't use at all, so I'm not gonna get into that. I have the food app because I'm greedy and I like to eat a lot. So I have 7 Now delivery. This is perfect if you have a 7-Eleven nearby and you like snacks but you don't really have any what's it called, if you don't have any grocery stores near you, or you're just too lazy and don't want to go outside. I find myself using this app really late at night when I want snacks delivered to my house, so yeah, I have that. I shouldn't have my address there. Yeah, I'm gonna blur that out. Uber Eats, another one. I love Uber Eats. I buy a lot of food sometimes and I'm trying to cut down. I've been really good at not buying stuff on Uber Eats like that. Just a bunch of different stuff. Hub I have as well. In my edit folder I have Lightroom. If you're not using Lightroom, I don't know what you're doing. Before I exclusively used VSCO along with the editing stuff that Instagram itself has, but once I got Lightroom, it has changed my life. Let me show you guys, hold on. So let's choose this one. All right, boom. So you can go into light, color, effects, details. I'm not gonna go too much in detail. If you guys wanna see how I edit my Instagram photos or how I take them, I can do a video on that, but you guys gotta let me know in the comment section if you guys want that, because I'm not gonna do it if you guys aren't gonna watch it. You can also set presets. My preset is Dreamy Pastels because I'm a soft girl. Like, I love like pastel-y colors. I like bright colors like that. And then you can also tweak that preset. You can also turn on the brightness, exposure, that kind of thing. I also have Arkel Cam. So with this app, you can basically like add any type of sparkles that you want. So I'm gonna choose this one just for you guys to see. So like, as you can see, it like just makes it a little bit more blinky, and you can turn up the bling, turn it down. I like to use this for some videos that I post on Instagram. I don't use it all the time, obviously, but I have this app whenever I need it. I also have Facetune too. Honestly, I don't use this app that much. I just use it to kind of to change the colors, maybe whiten the background a little bit, blur out a little bit of texture, but other than that, I don't do anything crazy in this app at all. I also have Preview, which I really like to use to schedule my Instagram post, well, not even schedule, but to just kind of lay out my Instagram in a way where I like it and where it's aesthetically pleasing. So yeah, that's why I use this app. I also have I also have InShot, which is an app that I like to use to edit my videos, like edit videos I'm going to post on Instagram. I don't really use iMovie. It doesn't really have that much for the iPhone anyway, so I like to use InShot. You can just add whatever video you want. If you are a girl, if you are anybody who's anybody, you know what VSCO is. VSCO is also one of my favorite editing apps. Let me just use this picture of my foot. You can choose from different types of settings like exposure, contrast, sharpening, saturation. I love playing with saturation. You can also do graininess, so you can kind of make it more vintage. Like, yeah, as I said before, if you want to see a more in-depth video on how I edit my Instagram photos, I can do that, but you guys gotta let me know. So I have a folder that says Google for some reason. I have Google Home because I do have the Google Home speaker, so I do have that on my phone, but I don't use it. I just have it to have it. And then I obviously have the Google search engine because Google. I also have Cora. I like to use this app to kind of like look at questions that people ask, or if I'm looking for any like answers from other people, then I'll just search a question that I have and see what other people have to say about it. It's a really good app to use if you're really searching for other people's perspective on different issues that you might have. And then I also have Patreon. I only follow one person on Patreon. I never thought I was ever going to like use Patreon ever, but I do follow a creator on it, and it's basically Pretty Boss TV. She's one of my favorites, so yeah, I have that for that. It was only $5 a month, so I don't mind using it. And then obviously at the bottom I have the phone, Safari, camera, and iMessage. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have any different types of video requests that you want to see on my channel, just make sure to leave it down in the comment section below, and I will keep that in mind. Once again, thank you guys so much for all the love and support, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.